Hello, Aries. Welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month, we have Venus moving into Virgo on the 6th. Then we have a full moon in Pisces on the 10th and a new moon in Libra on the 25th. And during that time, and then right after the full moon, Mercury goes retrograde from Libra into Virgo. It moves into Virgo just before the new moon on the 24th. So we have retrograde Mercury this month. And we'll get into the astrology later. Let's just see what's coming up for Aries in terms of relationships for September. What does Aries need to know about love and relationships for the month of September 2022? What is coming up for Aries in September 2022? The Page of Cups, the Judgment, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, the World, the Queen of Pentacles, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Okay. So this month you have the Page of Cups. This could be your energy. It's a card of a message of love. Maybe you want to tell someone that you care about them. The Page of Cups has sensitive. You may be feeling really sensitive and a little bit shy this month, or you're wanting to let someone know how you feel. And I feel like messages are important this month. That if you care about someone, you need to let them know. And you need, like the Page of Cups energy is romantic, soft, loving, kind. You have the Judgment crossing. So the Judgment is about having a wake up, a spiritual awakening, where you're realizing in what areas you need to change about yourself and how you need to change your life. So I feel that the Judgment also, it's about being reborn. It's like rising from the grave of the past you. Like whoever you were in the past, you're changing on a deep level. And you're realizing, I've got to make some changes within me. I can't keep looking to the outside world and expect my life to change. I have to take action to make those changes happen. The Judgment is about realizing what you need to do and being the agent of change in your life. You're also feeling stronger within, feeling more confident. Sometimes the Judgment comes up when you need to forgive someone or someone needs to forgive you. There's an element of forgiveness there if you're wanting harmony or peace in a relationship. You may need to practice forgiveness. Now, the message could be one of you, but if you're in a relationship where there's any kind of confusion about the relationship, you need to communicate your feelings. If you've been keeping them to yourself or not expressing your love, not expressing your kindness, it's time to do that. You have the Four of Wands in the past. So this is a card of stability, marriage, commitment, victory. You may have been in a relationship that was pretty stable in the past. But something, you have the Eight of Cups here, which is a card of, maybe it's not, things were really great at one time, but they're no longer fulfilling. The Eight of Cups can mean you're thinking about walking away from something that was once good, but it's no longer fulfilling. And you're looking for something more. And this is the recent past. The Three of Wands is a card of seeing the results of your effort. So if you put energy into something, you're going to see that energy come back, and it's going to be successful. This is a card of, it's the merchant waiting for his ships to come in. He sent his ships out to sea to sell some goods, and now the ships are coming back and they're full of abundance. So, but I feel that in order for you to get this abundance, you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to do something. You can't just sit around and wait, is what I'm saying. So you have the Four of Swords here coming up in the future with the Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Swords is about healing, taking time out to heal, to rest. So you might have been in a period where you needed time out. You needed time out from a relationship, or maybe you needed time out from life in general, just to figure out where you're at. What am I doing? Where do I want to go? Even in career, because sometimes the Three of Wands could be a career success too. What do I want to do with my life? And your relationships are part of that equation. So you've been taking time out to think. And so you might have had some kind of separation from someone while you're in this healing mode or this thinking mode. And you have some decisions to make this month, because you have the Lovers here. The Lovers is about trying to decide. Sometimes the choice is between two people. So you might have left one relationship behind and you're considering a new relationship. Maybe it's time to leave the past, release the past so that you can throw yourself into a new relationship. The Knight of Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign because you have the Queen of Pentacles here, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight is saying, if you're dealing with someone that's represented by these two cards, the Knight is someone who is a down-to-earth person, a hard worker. They're focused on their career right now, so they may not have been giving you as much attention. Because the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card of, if you're talking about a person, this is how they feel. So the person that you care about may not even be focused on the relationship right now. They might be so busy with work or focused on their career path that if anyone's going to break the ice, it's going to have to be you. And the Knight of Pentacles is also saying you can't rush anything. So if you're having problems in a relationship, or if you're wanting to move the relationship to the next level, you need to take it slow, especially if you're dealing with earth signs, because they don't like to rush. And Aries is a very, when you want something, you want it to happen right away. You can't wait. When you have an idea, you act on it immediately. You don't procrastinate. But the earth signs are more cautious, so they want to take things slow. So don't rush a new relationship. Take it one day at a time. You have the World here as your wish fulfillment, and the World is everything coming together. I mean, you can have everything you want in a relationship. Everything could be coming together. You may be thinking, I really like this person. I really care about this person. I want to move it to the next level. But I feel that you need to take things one step at a time. Don't come on too strong where you're pushing the person away. But so this month, I feel like you're having to make a decision on what you want to do in a relationship. Either move it forward to the next level or walk away. You also may have to release some things from the past that have been interfering with the current relationship. Maybe you need to finally close the door on the past and have this rebirth, this awakening, like, okay, I'm a new person, this is a new life. I'm going to, put some energy into getting what I want. You can't, so if you've in the past, if you've been waiting for something and nothing's happening, and I can't imagine an Aries doing that though, because usually Aries are take action kind of people. But maybe you've been just thinking, is this person right for me? Should I take action or not? But if you take action, you can achieve your goals. The Queen of Pentacles could represent someone, and this could be your energy too. You're looking for security in a relationship. You're looking for someone who's going to be there for you. Someone who is reliable, down to earth, practical. You're tired of, so if you've involved yourself in relationships that were exciting but not very reliable, like they're great while they're here, but then I can't depend on them when I really need someone. That's not what you're looking for. You want someone who's going to be there for you, who's got your back, and someone that you could really form a more permanent, stable commitment with. And I think you can have that. I think you're coming out of this hermit mode, the Four of Swords. You've kind of been healing. You're feeling stronger, and things are you're ready to take action. You're ready to come back into the world and be more active rather than hiding out in the hermit mode, doing a lot of thinking and healing and contemplating. So I think this month, and especially with Mercury retrograde, it may bring someone back from the past that you have to deal with. Then you have to decide, do I want to reconnect with this person? Do I want to move on to somebody new? What do I want to do? Who is best for me? So with this Lovers, there's a strong attraction in your life with the Lovers card here. Strong, possible soulmate commitment, soulmate connection, someone that can have a really dramatic effect on your life. So let's see what the angels have to say for Aries this month. So really the choice is yours. I guess what I'm trying to say. The choice is yours in what direction this relationship goes. And how you take action, how you communicate is going to be important this month. You have to be the agent of change in your life. And take action. Okay, let's see. What do the angels have to say to Aries? Opportunity. Okay. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. There, confirmation. Okay, so let's look at the astrology. So this month we have this full moon in Pisces, and this is going to be, it's in your 12th house. And so the moon is conjunct Neptune. And it is opposing the sun in your 6th house. So you've been feeling kind of, you might be dealing with health issues or psychological issues. You've been kind of feeling like just hiding out and doing some soul searching. Now the moon conjunct Neptune can bring intuition. And, it's a very intuitive aspect. It's a very spiritual aspect. So you are having a spiritual awakening. You are feeling, trust your intuition. Trust your feelings at this time. Usually around full moons, things get revealed. So if you've been blind to certain things, because the 12th house is your blind spot, it's like your psychological blind spot. Like everybody could see what you're doing but you. You may have a revelation this month where you say, you know what? Now I see it. I see what I've been doing that's sabotaging myself. And you have Mars. Mars is squaring this moon in your 3rd house. So that's the house of communication. Mars is in Gemini so you have to talk, even if it feels uncomfortable. A square energy can make you feel like you're out of your comfort zone. But it's also a way of resolving things and coming to closure about things. So even though you feel uncomfortable, you need to speak up. The one warning I would give with Mars in your 3rd house is to be careful. Choose your words carefully. Don't overreact, because Mars in the 3rd, you could come across too strong and too harsh. Like you're fighting, like you're trying to express yourself, but it may sound like you're fighting. And so you could be pushing people away through your communication style. So make sure when you communicate, it's important, but watch your words. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's the key this month. Now, at the same time, and this is forming like a T-square between the moon, Neptune, the sun, and Mars. So the way out is through the Sagittarius energy. And that is about truth. Speak your truth. Make sure it's true. Don't try to, twist the facts, because Gemini, you might be trying to tell a story, explain, just be true. Be yourself. Speak your truth. Tell the other person how you really feel. and you could resolve a lot of miscommunication, and you could heal a lot of things at this time. And it might cause changes in your belief system as well. Like maybe you have to change your thinking a little bit. Maybe whatever you've been believing as hard, cold fact is not so hard, cold fact. Now, at the same time, there are some beneficial aspects because the moon is sextile Uranus. And Uranus is in your second house, and the sun is trine Uranus. So there could be some unexpected developments around money. You may get some surprise influx of cash, but the second house is also self-esteem. So you might be feeling maybe some new opportunity comes up and you're feeling better about yourself. You're making a little bit of money. You're feeling, or you could feel like more valued. Your values are changing. The North Node is also there. So I feel like the path you need to go on is, what is my value? What do I value? Am I getting what I deserve? Am I getting what I need? If not, you may make some changes, but there could be some opportunities, like especially in career. Mercury is in Libra. It's in your seventh house. So definitely, it's opposing Jupiter in your first house. So Jupiter's in your first house. You've been in a very kind of positive, expansive kind of mode. With Mercury opposing Jupiter, you really, and also trining Mars, it's really important. Communication is going to solve your relationship problems this month. If you have any problems in a relationship, it's really important you communicate. You talk it out. Venus is squaring Mars, so that's a very sexy kind of aspect. You might be attracted to someone because of physical attraction. It may or may not last. It's just that you're feeling really, you have desire to connect with someone when Venus is squaring Mars. And you have Venus in your sixth house. You could meet someone, and it's squaring Mars in your third house. You could meet someone through work or through your friends, or family, because the third house is siblings, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, close friends. But Mars, the other thing I want to say is Mars is sextile Chiron in your first house. So you're going through a healing time. Chiron is the wounded healer. And Chiron is sextile Saturn in Aquarius. And where is that in your chart? That's in your 11th house. So there's a friendship. You might need to, I feel like you need to heal something with your friends, the groups that you belong to. There's some healing that needs to happen within yourself. You're in this healing mode. But you have to take action. Mars is your ruler. So you have to be the one to break the ice, initiate, take the first step. And you don't have a problem with that. Aries is very good at taking the first step, being the pioneer, getting out there. You have courage. Even if you're afraid, you're going to do it. You're going to feel the fear and do it anyway. So I'm not worried about you with the Mars energy. The only thing that you have to be careful of is going over the top, being too forceful. So just tame down your passion, be more gentle, more loving, less argumentative, and you'll be fine at this moon. Now, right at this full moon, Mercury goes retrograde. So when Mercury retrogrades, there are two things that happen. The only good thing is it's retrograding from Libra. Now, Mercury in Libra means you're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to try to work for a win-win in your communication. Can't be all your way or all the other person's way. You have to meet each other in the middle. As Mercury retrogrades back, it's going to go back into Virgo where it's strong. Mercury is strong in Virgo. And so when Mercury retrogrades, a lot of people are afraid of Mercury retrograde, But really, the best thing that you could do under a retrograde with Mercury is to go back to something you've already started and try to make it better. And that could be a relationship. It could be a work project. It's a time of redoing, looking back, like relooking at something. Saying, okay, what do I need to learn here? How can I make changes? How can I make this better? So it's better to rework something that you've already been involved in than to start something new under a retrograde. So there's a lot of opportunity with Mercury retrograde. You could clear out the old, clean your house, get rid of old junk and baggage, go back to a relationship and try it again, have a second chance and maybe make it better this time. Go back to an old job or an old project that you've put on the side and you haven't touched. Now you can go back and make it better. So that's perfect for that. Then we have the new moon in Libra, and that's in your 7th house. And this new moon is trine Pluto in your 10th house. I mean, there's some the new moon can give you, there are some out of sign conjunctions and oppositions happening at this new moon. So the new moon is in Libra, but it's going to hit Mercury and Venus that are at the very end of Virgo before it becomes the new moon. So you're going to have the moon conjunct Venus, the moon conjunct Mercury, then the new moon. The moon's going to oppose Jupiter. The moon's going to trine Pluto before it hits the opposition, the new moon, and it's going to oppose Neptune. So this is a very powerful new beginning where you can you could start over in a relationship. You can have a new beginning in a relationship at this new moon. And it could be a powerful new beginning because Pluto is going through your 6th house. You're making some significant changes, especially in your health. If you've been having any kind of health issues, you could really change your habits so that you're on a more healthy trajectory. Like start an exercise program, or even if there's some psychological things that have to be worked out. Because you have Venus in the 12th house in Virgo, you need to communicate your love. If you're hiding your love or you're keeping your thoughts to yourself, it's time to speak up. So this is a great time to work on any psychological issues and then have a new beginning. So like at the full moon, you'll see what needs to be done. You work on yourself for those 2 weeks till the new moon, and then you can have this new start. And Mars is trining Saturn. Mars is in Gemini, in your 3rd house, trining Saturn in the 11th. So it's supporting you taking action to create better, like Saturn in your 11th house is bringing in solid friendships. It's helping you evaluate your relationships with your friends. What do I keep? What do I release? Who is important to me? The relationships that you're forming now can last a long time. So choose wisely. Really, really weed out the people that are really not your friends. I mean, there could be people around you that are just fair weather friends. You may spend less time with them, and you may say, you know what, these people have always been there for me. Whenever I've needed something, they're always there for me. Those are the ones you want to hold on to. So don't let those slide. But you're going to have to take action. Now, at this new moon, Saturn is getting really close to Uranus because it's in retrograde. So it's 1 degree away from the square. We've had this all year. And Saturn is in your 11th house and it's squaring Uranus in your 2nd house. So it's about learning how to value yourself, breaking away from anything that's been holding you back, especially friends. If you feel like a friendship has been holding you back, or you feel like your goals have been holding you back, or you haven't put in enough work, you have to put the work in. Uranus in your 2nd house can bring ups and downs in finances. But for the most part, it wants to free you to do work that you really love, work that speaks to you, to maybe you may want to work for yourself and break away from a corporate environment. That could happen around this time. But you also may need to break away from some friends that have been either too controlling in your life or too restrictive, or maybe even break away from negative thinking, because Saturn has a tendency to be cynical sometimes. So you have to you're rethinking it all. You're rethinking, who are my friends? Who do I need to have in my life? And where do I need to communicate my love? Where do I need to take action? And I think if you take action and you speak from the heart, you can make some real changes this month in a relationship. So that's my forecast, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing, if this resonates with you, because I love to read all the comments. And plus, if you want this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone, but if it applies to you, you'll know. And take what applies, leave the rest. But if you want a private reading where it will be a lot more specific to your situation, because I'm focusing just on you and not trying to cover everybody that's Aries, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and you could purchase a reading and we'll get you on the schedule. In the meantime, enjoy September. and have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.